Mon équipe à moi, elle vit des aventures, des games à maison et des games sur la route. Je suis bien, mais on est dans mon account. Mais de joy avec nul autre que ma femme, la mère de mon futur enfant, la superstar féminine du hockey NHL. Nul autre que.
Mais,
C'est ça. Nul autre que toutes ces accolades pour un si petit nom. Hein?
ben,
Ben,
c'est
fait
moi.
que ben, dans mon account des Nordiques
Mais
de Québec.
t'attendais pas 5 heures?
Non, parce que j'aurais sûrement pas mon fucking.
Ouais, tu prends pas de guest, fuck it.
Ouais, comme ça, moi, je vais pas faire de quoi avec mes cartes que je vais pouler. Fait que voici ce que j'ai, là, quand même plusieurs choses, là. Rien de super méga majeur, mais on sait jamais. Fait qu'on conseille que le daily objectif pack. Ben. Attends, Madame Dusson, mon amour.
Aucune idée.
Il y en a deux.
J'en ai un.
Ok, merci. Ah, je chanson ma récompense de champ, ma foi. Ben là, vu qu'ils le font manuellement, souvent, je l'ai le lendemain.
Attends 2 secondes. OK. Oui, vas-y, je
Ouais, c'est
t'écoute.
ça. Je pense savoir mon champ, ma récompense de champ à soir.
Ouais.
Je vais sûrement aller à la fin de
Ouais.
On sait les failles.
Ouais, arrête quand le match fini.
Ouais. C'est un autre délai objectif, non? Ah, ok. Bon. Ok, on va y aller avec les weekly headliners pack. Sun Kings, Sun Kings, Sun Tigers. Ouais. Donc, on fait le lavage. Président du Sun Kings. Un autre. Ben là, la streak incroyable de 75, hein?
C'est de la merde.
Ça n'a pas de bon sens. On va appeler ça pack 75.
Ben là.
Ouais. J'ai une série de 6-7-75 de suite. Il va y avoir des rerolls, là.
Mettons.
Des upgrades, là. Ah, on a un autre site. C'est le Players Pack. Beaucoup meilleur. 15, 75.
Ouais,
Oh,
c'est sur ta side.
aïe, aïe.
Hein,
77.
Ah, il était
Beaucoup
beaucoup
meilleur.
meilleur.
Beaucoup meilleur.
Ah, ouais.
Ah,
Méga du talent. Il a eu du talent.
77, deuxième. Bon, ben, le rookie Hot Cup Pack contient un joueur. Ben, très de bol.
OK. Ouais, un 80.
Très de bol, envoie-le rentrer par. Merci beaucoup. Bon, Rookie pour Season Pack contient deux Players Items. 115, 118. Le Rookie Final Dance Pack, ben, contient deux Players Items. Hey, je suis vraiment à la faute.
Mais pas. Il dit.
Ouais. Un Sunset Plus, Untradeable. 80. Gros pot jusqu'à présent. Donc, on arrive au dernier paquet. C'est un 307 plus. Tradable. 80. Quasiment beaucoup, hein? Merci, babe. Il n'y a pas de quoi écrire à la maison, hein? 80, un plus gros pot, 3 fois 80. Tu peux baisser ça, ouais. Merci, c'est au complet. Ça n'a pas de bon sens.
Ah,
Pas donner de récompense à ces joueurs investis comme ça. On est là, puis on give a shit. Hein?
Ouais.
C'est 1988, ça. Ouais, Maxime. C'est 3000. Regarde. Elle est rendue genre sur le bord de la fenêtre déjà.
Hein? Dans la chambre?
Ah ouais, ça a décollé comme un.
Vraiment? Ok. Oui, c'est pas. C'est drôle, elle joue tout ça, même.
Ah ouais.
Ouais, je sais que tu m'as mis en haut dans notre chambre. Elle doit la regarder passer en disant, ouais,
Ouais, what the fuck?
ça va?
How you doing? Tout ça? Hé! Ça va-tu, fille?
On a passé dans la porte, finalement?
Je pense que oui. Les breaks ont pas fait.
Non, j'ai entendu.
Calice.
Ça a chiré.
Elle a même pas chiré, je pense que ça fait ça un mur, littéralement.
Ah, je pensais que j'avais
Ah,
entendu.
ça a fait, elle a pas dû avoir bien le temps de chirer parce que moi, t'es encore à pleine vitesse juste là, là. Si, ouais.
C'est où? Je la vois pas. Elle est commotionnée. C'est là!
Hein?
C'est là! Comment il s'est servi son mur d'escalade parce que c'est par chambre?
Hein? Enfant terrible. Pardon, pardon. Non, mais petit bébé.
Weeks at shopmando.com. You'll get 20% off plus free shipping. That's shopmando.com. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Mando's got you covered with deodorant plus pest control. Say goodbye to sweat stains.
83 weeks, but yes.
Eric, we're talking a little bit about Nitro, and it was a long time ago. But let's talk about something else that happened a long time ago. Frank Bruno became a Top Guy member here at AdFreeShows.com over 5 years ago. It was actually April 1st, April Fool's Day 2020. Remember that, Eric? We were all locked down back then. We couldn't leave our houses. It was crazy. But that's when Ad Free Shows was born, and Frank Bruno jumped on board. We appreciate his patronage for 5 years of running. I want to ask you about Nitro, though. This particular Nitro we're covering had one of the most impactful and important angles that had happened on Nitro up to this point. Mean Gene's doing an interview with Hulk Hogan, and he's talking about how he got advice from a young sick boy, gave him advice on how he could beat the big, mean, stinky, nasty giant at Halloween Havoc. But as he starts to head back to the locker room, a woman threw something in Hogan's eyes. That woman turned out to actually be Kevin Sullivan in drag, which is hilarious. He's going to be joined by the Giant and Zodiac. Then they do something that we've never seen before, Eric, and I know you're laughing like I am about Kevin Sullivan and drag, because these guys are clearly just trying to pop each other and make each other laugh in the backstage area. But what they do with Hulk is something I've never seen before. They shave his mustache off. Now, this is a pretty iconic deal in Hulk Hogan fandom, and I know that most people now say, yeah, it's just a mustache, that's kind of silly. But it was such an iconic part of his look, it just felt, I don't know, in an era where they still had hair matches and they were meaningful, Jamie Hulk Hogan's mustache, he doesn't even look like Hulk Hogan without the mustache. Was this a hard sell for him? Was he doing it anyway for a movie role? How does this come to be a situation where he doesn't stroke the mustache and say, that doesn't work for me, brother? How do we get here?
I'm not 100% sure, but I would bet a lot of money it has to do with the movie role for a commercial opportunity. Because otherwise, he wouldn't have.
Right, I'm thinking.
He's not selling that hard. Real? No, I don't see it. I think there had to be, there was an agenda attached to that creative. And I don't think it had anything to do with wrestling. I think it was a commercial role or something to that effect.
In an alternate universe, and I get that what you just laid out was probably the real situation. He knew he had to shave it for a role or a shoot or something, so let's do something with it on TV. I get that's how it came to be. Don't you wish, with the benefit of hindsight, you could have actually had a match where if he lost, he got it shaved off or something like that, like you could build?
If that would have been a discussion that happened 4 weeks in advance, 6 weeks in advance, and you built a story around it, it would have been so much better. This was probably, you have Monday, Friday afternoon, he probably got a phone call from his agent, and there's going to be an audition on Wednesday, so what do we do? Gonna have to shave your mustache off anyway. Let's look into the storyline. It's very conceivable that it came about kind of in that kind of a time frame.
You know, when we're thinking about, I know this sounds silly, we've heard a lot of hair matches. I mean, we've all had like favorite hair matches. Maybe we remember this guy or that guy. Facial hair is almost never a thing. But if a guy had a really long beard, man, that would take a lot longer to grow than growing your hair back out, right? That's a much bigger deal. Why don't we see more of that?
I don't know. There's no idea.
When you think about all the different looks that you went through with WCW, I don't necessarily mean you personally, but I mean there were lots of characters involved. Rey Mysterio comes to mind. Was there a conversation you ever had with someone where you said, "Hey, I'd like for you to cut your hair," and they were hesitant or resistant to that? Do you remember having that situation in WCW?
I don't. I don't. I don't. I don't think I ever had that conversation.
Moments away from puck drop for period number 3. A perfect time for those viewers just joining us here tonight. And we are still scoreless. It has been all advantage goalies for the first 40 minutes. Will that change here in the third? Sends one up to Eichel. And we're going to get a face-off after the offside. Still plenty of time left in this frame. Still looking for our first goal.
Of course, Gary's going to lose. And Gary won, and they shaved that woman's head. Mrs. Dundee got a haircut. Can you even imagine if they tried to pull that off in 2025? Like, would there be activist group after them, or what would happen there?
That is so ridiculous that I love it. Number one, it's so Memphis. It's not even funny. That is, if you have to try to give a territory a personality, that's just describe.
Bon, ben c'est la fin du live. Sur ce, ciao!